Hey guys, so I finally found them. Few of you guys, a while ago, when I was doing one of my chip videos, were saying about this flavor, and I've looked at Ingles, I've looked in Food Line, I've looked in Walmart. I couldn't find them, but I did find a small bag of them at Dollar General. So for people who wanted me to try the ultimate cheddar Doritos, well, it's a small bag, but and it says limited time only, so I guess that's one reason why I couldn't find it. Now again, it says ultimate cheddar, um, limited time, ultimate cheddar. Now, what kind of cheddar are they using? Like, is it just mild cheddar? Is it sharp cheddar, extra sharp cheddar? I mean, or they're using all three. It says ultimate cheddar, but I mean, it smells like regular, and it looks like just it doesn't look any different. So, hmm, the powder. Hmm. I mean, definitely more cheesy, cheddary. Yeah, definitely tastes cheddar. The other ones are just what nacho cheese. So, normal. I like these ones because you can usually like not like this stuff, and it's good for just scooping. Hmm. Yeah, very cheddary. But having limited time, that explains why I couldn't find them. Oh, guaranteed freshness. Good until March 8th, 2022. It was pretty good. I can see why people said try them. I can also see why they couldn't be found because they're limited time. I hate when people do that crap. Oh, it's a limited time. Now, if it was like a holiday flavor, I can understand limited time, but this is just ultimate cheddar. Why not just keep it around? You know, it's like with Lay's. You know, you see the dill pickle one all the time. You like all these different flavors they have them around all the time. But then you have one that most like. I mean, this would go great to make nachos. And it's like, oh, sorry, limited time only. Take this potato chip and eat it. I mean, the only thing I wish they would do more is like there's so many. So in focus, like there's so many little crevices and stuff like that in here. Come on, focus, focus, focus. You know, you see like all those little crevices and whatnot, and yet there's not a whole lot of powder. You know, very only a few chips only have like a lot of powder, but yeah, that's the only thing I have complaints about. You know, the powder to surface ratio is pretty small. It's like with Doritos, not Doritos, Pringles. You know, you have a chip that kind of bends in like that, and very, you know, sometimes you'll have chips with a lot of flavor, and then you'll have chips where there's no flavor at all. Um, like they're not Doritos, they're not the Pringles. I use the stacks, which are just as good. They're cheaper, and they're usually better flavored. Like it's a bigger flavor than Pringles. Where Pringles is also a very like thin chip. Those are a bit thicker. So if you do want to dip them, they're pretty structurally sound. But they're thicker, they're crispier, they have a better crunch, and I find that Stacks has better flavor than Pringles. I love Pringles more because there's more variety, but those are flavorful in every bite. Every chip is flavorful. Where or I keep saying Doritos. Well, Doritos too. But Pringles, like you can go through the entire stack, and there'll only be like a few at the bottom with actual flavor. Or you get the pizza ones, where you open the thing and like it's just completely coated, which how it should be. So I think people haven't perfected the flavor powder to surface ratio yet because it's always uneven. And since it's like baked onto the chip, it's not like, oh, well, a lot of it falls out, you know, falls off the chip. No, most of it is baked into or onto the chip, so that way it's not going to go anywhere. And you bite into some chips and it's like, oh man, this is really good. Like these. You know, Doritos, the same thing. You know, you see some will be very orange with a lot of powder and huge flavorful profile, and then you have some that's like there's nothing. It's almost like someone took them out and like licked off all the fucking powder and just stuck the chips back in the bag. Yeah. I mean, and when eating chips, you know, eating a chip like this, the best thing to do is like the flavorful side. Like if you have powder, like right there, there's a lot of powder right here. Put that side on your tongue because that's where you're tasting. Everything's on your tongue. So that way, even if it's not a big chip, you get that flavor from it. What's this? Per serving per package. About there's 3 servings in here, apparently. For more bold experiences, snack boldly. I mean, I like them. Generally, I like it. But, that's my only complaint with chips. You know, they're easy, fun snacks. You can, you know, you can really do a lot with them. But, it's just, it seems like they're either being stingy with the flavoring on purpose or the mechanical distribution. Because I don't think it's, you know, people sitting there fucking sprinkling. No, it's automatic. I don't think it's just we're not to a point in evolution where all our chips are evenly flavored, you know, evenly seasoned, and each chip has a bold flavor to it. You know, it's like, oh yeah, these few were great, but then the last were like completely tasteless. That's why, like I said, when it comes to like Pringles, I get the stacks instead because they're definitely more flavorful. They're thicker, and I like being able to dip. With Pringles, it's like you try, you know, dipping, and it just like snaps in half. But those, like I said, structurally sound. Actually, probably make good nacho. I mean, you can make any nachos out of any kind of chip, really, as long as it's, like I said, structurally there, able to be picked up with cheese and meat and jalapenos and whatever else you throw on it. Those are actually, these are the sour cream and onion. So I wish I had a Pringle to compare it to. But you can see it's you look at the side, you can see it's a lot thicker than a Pringle. The crisp is better. The flavor is better. Like I said, if I wanted to, dip it, it'd hold up a lot better. I said you could take those. You could take these and make them to nachos because of how structurally sound they are. I love nachos. I really do. Very savory, though. It'll get your mouth watering. Yeah, I love nachos. Back in the day, when I was living in Jersey, me and my dad would go to Taco Bell, and I always got nachos Bel Grande with a Baja Blast every single time. Not so much now. I haven't had nachos Bel Grande in quite a while. Usually, when and if I go to Taco Bell, because I really don't eat fast food. I mean, I will occasionally if it's like, I'm out with my friend and we're already out. We'll go to like Wendy's or something. So we don't go to Taco Bell for much of anything. But I'll usually get the triple layer burrito or whatever it is, or 7-layer, whatever, however many layers it is. The one that's on like the dollar menu. I'll get those. That's pretty much it. Get a couple of those. But yeah, I'd always nachos Bel Grande. Then there was that one time we went to Taco Bell, and there were two dudes doing it in the bathroom. I've said this before, but I know I have new viewers all the time. But yeah, I had to go to the bathroom, and I knocked on the door because it was locked, or I didn't knock on. I just, there was no one answering at the time, so I knocked on it, and I heard like, "Oh shit!" inside the bathroom, and two dudes come walking out. So yeah, there were two dudes, fucking one blowing the other or having sex in there. But yeah, because when you eat a Taco Bell, nothing goes with a nacho Bel Grande better than gay sex. I didn't have to go. I just had to wash my hands. But yeah, I was like, poo poo. Oh shit. And then they came out looking very embarrassed. And rightfully so. Of all times you decide to do that shit, you have to do it in a fucking Taco Bell bathroom? Come on. But you guys have houses or something you can do that in? I understand. I mean, sometimes if you have to, you have to. But, I mean, pretty sure you can save that urge until you're in a more suitable location. But yeah, nachos Bel Grande, pretty good. I could eat plenty of those. I mean, it's called a Bel Grande, which would imply that it's pretty big. But then you get it, it's not. So I could probably eat 4 or 5 of those and then still not be completely satisfied. But John, you're fat. I know. But anyway, enough about gay sex and Taco Bell bathrooms. Moral of the story: these are great, but I just wish that chip companies would put more flavoring on the chips, because that's what it's about. If you say ultimate cheddar, you expect cheddar flavor. But if there's just a bunch of chips in there with hardly anything on it, then it feels like you're getting kind of ripped off. and also expand your nacho horizons. Don't feel just limited to regular tortilla chips or Doritos. Anything that is structurally sound can be a nacho. Like I said, the stacks, those can be nacho chips because you can pick things up easily, and best of all, because it's already it's got that little curve in it. It so it's easy to just scoop things up. But yeah, broaden your horizons with nachos. Don't feel limited to just a certain kind of chip. I mean, as long as it's chips and melty cheese and meat of some kind, whether it be chicken or beef, and jalapenos and sour cream. I was about to say guacamole, but it was getting mixed in together. Sour guac, Costco guac, sour cream, and guacamole. It's nachos. But then again, nachos can be anything. Just a bunch of shit piled on top of chips. People have a Reuben nachos where it's like everything you expect on a Reuben, just on a chip, which doesn't sound too bad. But I don't like sauerkraut. I'm not a big sauerkraut fan, so a Reuben nachos, no, I think I'll skip that. What would sound really good, like really nice, like mac and cheese or something like that. Like I guess it'd end up looking like Hamburger Helper because it'd be like, yeah, I'd put some mac and cheese and like some meat, or even better yet, a hamburger style nachos. You got your beef and you got your cheese, you probably American or cheddar. Your onions, your tomatoes, lettuce, of course, finely chopped, so that way you can just, because when you have nachos, you want to eat something in every bite. You don't want, but and then chip kind of acts like the carb part of it. The burger. Well, not the burger, but the bun part. But yeah, you can top it with like mustard and mayo. Of course, not just flat out mustard and mayo, like a Creole kind of thing. And I said Creole because Creole burgers are actually pretty good. Like basically like the Creole spices and everything, which you expect from, that kind of cooking. My uncle had a restaurant where he made that kind of burger, and it was just a burger with Creole spices on it. It was really good. Or you can, put more, liquid, well, not liquid, but like an aioli kind of thing on it, like a mustard, mayonnaise, aioli, or something like that. Something just to give it a little more flair, not just fucking ketchup and mustard and mayo just like splatter on. Taco seasoning. I'm pretty much, you can make a burger out with anything. You'll have a Texas burger, like I said. There's the Creole burger that I had. There's a pizza burger. So sky's the limit with burgers. Here I am talking about nachos now. I'm just fucking hungry for nachos now. John, you're fat. I know. Anyways, yeah, broaden your nacho horizons. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.